Hey, what is going on, all you good looking people? My name is J93 and welcome back to another toy review where today I'm taking a look at Transformers Titans Returns, Grax, and Skullsmasher. I almost said Drax, but yeah, it's Grax. We had the deluxe class, Skullsmasher, which he's an alligator or a gator, but yeah. I know the color looks a lot brighter. I know it kind of looks like camo color green for the box art, but it's not. It's more like darker green, and well, when I see it, so yeah, it's more like this color here. But yes, just taking the package. Yes, I have not opened this yet, but you can see all the ties and everything. And yes, showing you the artwork here. It says here, adult assembly required. And yes, there is some assembly required because you do have to attach the gator head or the croc head. I don't know. It looks more like a crocodile head. So yeah, you kind of have to attach a crocodile head, which is like right down there. But yeah, on the top you have, oh, Grax attaching. Yes, this is a Decepticon. I don't know why I decided to go with a Decepticon, but yeah, you got Transformers logo here. You have authentic Transformers here. You got a Hasbro spring on the back. It says Transformers 11 steps, and on here it shows you the compatibility factor with the individual package Titan Master. You can put Terrible or Terrible on Scourge, or you can put Scourge's head on Galvatron, or you can put on a Leader class, or if you have Soundwave, or the Titan, or if you have Optimus Prime, you can do that. So yeah. So with all these, you do have you have a bit of read up. It says Skullsmasher, Titan Master, or Maestro Titan. It says the Decepticons unite with Titan Master partners to power off a battle. Grax Grax masks the energy signature of the body's body to making Skullsmasher invisible to the Autobot. So Grax is basically a stealth. It's basically a cloaker. It basically makes an alligator cloaker, which is basically what an alligator or crocodile does. Hide in the water until it strikes. So yes. So that's it for the packaging. So let's assemble this guy and see if this crocodile or alligator is worth it. Okay guys, so here we have the Transformers Titans Return Skullsmasher open up and in his crocodile mode. Yes, I am pretty sure this is a crocodile from what I've done research on. Like crocodile, you do see the teeth on the outside. Alligators, when the mouth is closed, you can't exactly see the teeth. But yes, now before I actually get to the beast mode itself, which is what people call this, but people call it like a vehicle mode. But it's not really a vehicle, it's just a crocodile. So you do a Skullsmasher, and actually the two weapons, this is actually his tail and this is a gun. You can actually place them in either one of the hands you want to. But yeah, you got some really cool artwork of Skullsmasher and Grax attaching to, well, the body Skullsmasher. Yeah, you got the turn logo. It's a really like thick cardboard, not really thick, but just cardboard. Coming on the back, you have the tech specs of Skullsmasher, which in blue it shows Grax when he attaches to Skullsmasher. You can see Bruce Skullsmasher's strength from a 10 to a 13. Boost the speed from a 3 to an 8. Wow, that's a really big jump. So Grax is really high. It's really fast. Really boosts speed. Boost Skullsmasher's intelligence from an 8 to a 9. Not too much. Could be worse. Here's Skullsmasher's firepower from a 5 to a 9. I personally think the speed is a lot better. But yes, what I did say in my Soundwave review, Soundwave, like in Skullsmasher, Soundwave is a body and Sound Blaster is a head, but technically people will call it Sound Blaster as entire robot, but Skullsmasher is this guy. Grax is the head that's, yeah, Grax is the name of the head, so yeah. This is just for the collector card, which you can put them anywhere. You can just use them to play around with people. You just throw them, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. So yes, here you have a Skullsmasher or Skull Cruncher, depending on where you're from. If you get the car version, it's called Skull Cruncher, but this one's called Skullsmasher from the Hasbro version. Both of them sound equally as violent. Yeah, well, yeah. In fact, both of them are still the same mold. Same mold. Sorry, not mode. Both of them are still the same mold. They transform exactly the same, but one's painted differently. I personally think watching the videos, I personally think the Hasbro of this version is better. Obviously, like, I'm not going to do a comparison, but what I've seen from the pictures, Skull's Cruncher has, this one has much better paint job. So he's coming here. This is a crocodile. I'm going to call him a crocodile, but I may accidentally slip to when you call him an alligator, because it does look like an alligator because it's green. I don't know, I'm just naturally thinking it's a alligator. But yeah, well, as you see, this neck thing detaches as part of transformation, but its articulation is out, and the head, what I said in the beginning of this video, is the assembly required. You actually have to attach. The assembly required means that when you get out of the package, well, obviously in the robot mode, you don't actually have the tail attached to it, because obviously the tail is used as a weapon. This tail here is used as a weapon. Also, the head is detached because it's attached on a ball joint, which I will show you when I transform into robot mode, because I don't want to like risk detaching anything else. But yeah, it's attached on like a little. Well, I can detach here. You can see it's on like a little ball joint, like right there. Yeah, but so going to articulation first. This is one of the highest articulations on, obviously, the disguise mode. That's what I'm going to call it. Because obviously this is an animal, so it's a beast mode. So obviously the head is going to be articulated. So it's got ball joints. So it could also look right, obviously looking right in relative to Skullsmasher or Skull Cruncher, depending on where you're from. If you're Japan, you'll call it Skull Cruncher, but obviously you wouldn't call it Skull Cruncher because it's said differently over there. Yeah, look right, look left, look, well, if you hold this down, look up, look down, and you can tilt the head like that, and also since ball joint, you can do the Exorcist and rotate all around. Actually, if you don't know what that movie is, I do not recommend you looking that up. It's a horror movie. So yes, alligator, well, it's a crocodile. See, I screwed up. The mouth can open up. And yes, you can see that it's got a really detailed tongue. The tongue here, and you got the roof of its mouth. And then yes, everything in the mouth is rubber from what I can see. Yeah, the tongue is also rubber too, and the teeth, yeah, it's very pliable rubber. Now, everything is plastic here, except for the teeth, the tongue, and this little thing where you have a Grax thing in. Now, the G1 Grax, you couldn't exactly close this port in to actually allow it to allow Grax to actually sit in there, and now it's just going to light. So yes, you have Grax sitting in there. You pull out Grax now. Well, if I can actually get him out. Yeah, this is Grax. Now Grax just sits in here. I don't know if the camera. Yeah, you can see he does actually have like a little console in there. But yeah, well, this is actually rubber, just pliable rubber, so you can actually close it like that. Well, you don't want to close it away because you're gonna have to pry it on with like a blade or something. But yes, here you have Grax. Now, yeah, he's actually very well painted. Now, bring in Duros, which is actually a hard hit, which is the only other Titan Master that I have within arm's reach. You could see that both of these, they do have good paint. Now, these two are the only ones that I've gotten that have really good Titan Master head paint, contrary to the actual bot head, which is what I'm gonna call it, the actual like head mode. paint. But this is actually the head joint is actually painted like as face. But yes, obviously when it's painted, it's actually painted to look like the actual face of the robot itself. But yes, obviously it looks exactly the same. The body of Grax is basically the body of Skullsmasher, which I'll show you. Obviously, there's like the white paint here and such. But yeah, they basically just remolded it. Now I forgot to do articulation. Now for articulation wise, you got arms on the side ball joint, you go in and out, and basically that's it. Heads on a ball joint, obviously, because it's the head connector bit. Hips move like that, but mine is surprisingly, well, not that loose. But if you move arms out of the way, you kind of get. Nope, it's not that loose. It's fairly loose, but if you twist it, you can actually kind of get the hips to detach. So yeah, it bends at the knee. And of course, all attached. Previous versions on Time Master, they did have the legs separate, so you could get the walking thing. So yes, the one thing I've noticed with this, but this arm will actually line up perfectly, kind of go flush against the head. But this one, I don't know if any of you guys have, but apparently mine just does not automatically line up. So I gotta like hinge it like down and kind of force it in, get it to line up. So yeah, when you can kind of get the transformation done, transform it into Skullsmasher's head. I mean, this looks exactly the same as, well, this little guy. Yeah. Now for the if you guys notice that on this you do have little things so you could stand him on that. These are the arm cannons. Now since this is a beast one, like I said, you do have a higher range of articulation, higher range than obviously vehicles. See, these are arms of Skullsmasher, so you can go out like that. Obviously, these are the hands, so you can go like that. Kind of like Wolverine or Sabretooth. Go like that. And since ball you can rotate them all around, which I'll show you in run mode. You do have the back leg articulation, but it's hinged right back here, not here, just otherwise static. So yeah, you can go in, out, that's pretty much it. And yeah, the tail, you do kind of have, you can also do a swimming motion, but you do eventually, it'll detach, but don't worry, this is actually part of the weapon too. So yeah, it goes on the peg thing right there. You just peg it in if stuff doesn't separate. Yeah, you can just peg it in, so you can kind of do some other poses too. But yeah, if you want to open this up, you can do the original G1 cartoon. You could, the original one you kind of had a Grax kind of like eject from his mouth, which the reason why I kind of want to bring that up because, well, this actually kind of looks like an action shot, like chomp. You can have Skullsmasher holding Grax. The reason why I kind of want to actually, I think the reason why they didn't want to do this is because obviously, you know, crocodiles kind of bite things. Crocodiles, they do, like, I'm sure like Disneyland, a crocodile bit, or actually, like, I think dragged a kid in the water. So yeah, this is kind of a resemblance of it. So yeah, if you guys are kind of squeamish, sorry about that. We're gonna skip over the video. Please don't sue me. So yeah, you can still just transform. Like I said, just sending them off the side. Now to do transformation, what you gotta do is you just take it off. Take it off. Well, this is a tail. Now you can just set off the side. Obviously, the tail, it does incorporate the other gun. Like Grax is actually a handgun. Oh, not Grax, Skullsmasher's handgun here, which pegs in the other one on the bottom side of this. So just send these off the side. Now to get the transformation, what you need to do first is, well, like fold this up. I'll fold these down, just basically separate like the little tail bits. Just fold out the little feet. And just basically you can position these any way you want, kind of like to help with the balance of like the head. Now kind of like position these so it kind of lines up. Now come up here, move my camera up. Just open it. Well, obviously just open this, flop the head back, but it's on a double hinge, so you can kind of like hinge it back and fold it down like so. Fold it down like that. Basically, take the arms, roll it in forward, bring it down, fold the little claws out, and then reach in there, kind of pull his fists. Do the same on the other side. Pull it down, fold it out, and basically, well, you see that there's wrist articulation which rotates just below the elbow. And basically, you have the body. Surprisingly, it's actually standing really well. So yeah, just take Grax, like kind of like choom it in, and basically there you have Skullsmasher with Grax as a head. Now I'm not sure if this is the original Decepticon Headmaster, which is what I'm going to call it, not the Titan Masters, because well, the Titan Master, I'm not really used to saying it, but yeah. I'm going to call them Headmasters because that's kind of what I grew up calling them. So yes. Supposedly he's doing much better balance when I was playing. Well, obviously because he's kind of like leaning back and stuff. But yeah, you can kind of like tilt him forward. I was thinking, well, because he kind of actually had the toes kind of like down there. So with it. So yeah, rotating around. Now, what I meant by assembly required, because when you do get this figure, the head is detached. Now you can see it's come from a really secure ball joint, which I kind of looked like I had trouble, and now Skullsmasher is puking. So yes, when you do get this, it just doesn't have the head. Now obviously just of course attaches by a simple ball joint. You just kind of like put it in there, and you just kind of like sit it like that. And the other assembly required is, well, obviously these weapons attached to it. Now you can put them on either hand. I'm gonna like put on the right side, obviously, because well, that's what I choose to do. So yeah, putting on the right side. Basically, you do it like that. You can also put this gun on the other side. Well, if you don't end up knocking Skullsmasher over, his balance is kind of, well, off. So yeah, you kind of do have that thing. So you basically just have, now getting a size, well, you basically have this as a weapon. Well, you can have Skullsmasher doing the Matrix. And everything, you can kind of have the articulation with the arm go up like that, and you can have weapon, this a melee weapon, and with a little gun, so you smack him and shoot him. Yeah, the gun goes up, and that basically it doesn't rotate side to side because that's actually butt cannon. So yeah, honestly, you do have this articulation. Shoulders on kind of like a really small ball joint, goes around like that, so you can kind of raise the arm, go choo choo choo, point this gun up, and you said it rotates just below the shoulder and rotates again below the elbow. And obviously wrist articulation, because through transmission, you got a hip rotation. You got a hip rotation, and you got a leg rotation on the ball joint, and you do have another one right down here, and you have a knee joint again due transmission. Now, what you can do is, well, you can actually say fear articulation, but again, due to transmission. So yes, if I can get Skullsmasher to stand up properly, we can do the size comparison. I'm just going to lean him up like that. Just getting a size comparison out of the way. We had a Titans Return hard head that's not really standing, because obviously I have kind of like a slanted desk. So yeah, they're actually roughly the same height. I would say this would be like a really gigantic alligator, because this is a robot alligator. He just looks made, because this is a tank, this is an alligator, so they're roughly the same size. Now I won't do a size comparison between the two vehicles, because obviously, yeah, for time purposes. So yes, just taking a look. Obviously, the shoulder cannon here will actually kind of make a bit of a difference. So yeah. So obviously, you can see that this green is a lot darker than that, because obviously this, when I did review this, it's a lighter, kind of more like a light green thing. I don't know why I decided to get Grax. Probably because he's an alligator. It's an alligator. He's a crocodile. But yeah, it's kind of can't tend to get confusing. Now, to actually transform Skullsmasher down, obviously you gotta like decapitate the head. Oh, actually that's redundant. Yeah, you kind of take off. You kind of like disassemble the weapons, and you basically just fold the little feet forward and basically kind of orient the croc legs like that. Kind of go like that. There is like a little slot for that. Kind of hinge it like so. Bend it around. Bend it around. Kind of like yippee! Kind of like that thing. So you kind of bend it up like so, and you basically just rotate it around. That's what it's all about. Hopefully I don't get copyright strike because of that. So yeah, you kind of fold a little fist. Well, obviously get the little claws out of the way. Bend this up. Obviously you don't want to bend them up all the way because you kind of have to pack this into that. So you kind of want to make sure the ridges on the alligator or the crocodile kind of like lines up with the ridges on that. Kind of want to make sure you rotate arms, and you can kind of bend them however you choose, however you please. But yeah, you kind of do the same with both sides. Rotate them, bend at the elbow. And what you gotta do is, you gotta take these and kind of like peg them in. So, which is why you gotta like adjust. Gotta adjust here to here. So that's lined up, you gotta adjust that out here. If it's all done properly, this will actually like stay in. But yeah, let me fix this. So yeah, you do kind of have this going on. Yeah, you can kind of like have them sit there, but yeah, you kind of need to adjust certain things. Like you might want to like adjust the legs, orient the tail, so it's kind of more on the lines of this. Now, to put these weapons, you kind of have to put the handle into that hole. I'm sure to do actually tell you that. Now, in my next review, we'll be talking about Bumblebee, which some instructions don't actually tell you what that you use. It's up to you to find out. But yeah, you kind of put that. You kind of have this. So you can kind of like orient like the arms. Now the instructor tell you you gotta orient a Grax. So you actually have him sit now. Kind of just have him sit now. If you get it correctly, you can kind of have him slot in. So you kind of bend this, kind of like have that, but you still kind of have that little lip so you can lift it up. But yeah, it really does give you a lot of like play value to it. So yeah, that's for Grax. Now that's gonna wrap up this video. Now for the price of $17.19, I would say this, it really isn't worth $17.19 US money just to actually get Grax. I mean, obviously, if you're really interested in the Titan, in a Titan's Return figure that's a beast, that's a beast mode, yes, it'll be this. But obviously, it really isn't worth it. I mean, you kind of, I get it, it's cool. You have a crocodile. You know, if I'm wrong about this, please correct me down in the comment section, Henrique. Please, if you can Google that too, see if this is an alligator or a crocodile. But yes, I also forgot to go over, you got red eyes. And also got, this is a Decepticon, which you guys probably saw on the collector card. Yes, Decepticon logo here, and on the other side as well. But yes, anyways guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please be sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new. I always enjoy seeing new subscribers that are subscribed to my channel. So yes, anyways guys, I'll be uploading a second video later today. So yes, I'm just trying to get my videos out. So yes, anyways guys, hope you enjoyed. I'm Mr. 93 and Fly Her Pilot.